I know much of the success of the Tennyson Center is owed. It's because of people like you that get up and go to work every day, employees that get up and do a job that a lot of people can't do, people that go to work for the outcome and not the income. It's because of individuals like you that are here tonight that give and volunteer and don't expect anything in return. It's because of people like you that much of my success is owed. But I've really been looking forward to this evening, as I'm sure many of you have as well. And just real quick, you know, I got an opportunity to watch. I do a lot of people watching, and you all look very nice tonight. So just real quick, I want you to look at somebody at your table and say, "You look good." All right. Thank you. Now I want you to look at somebody else, and I want you to tell that person, "It's a great day to be alive." Thank you. It is a great day to be alive. And that's something that I haven't always said, but now it's something that I say to myself every single day at some point. If I'm having a great day or a bad day, that's something that I say. And I believe it's important that we do talk to ourselves, or that we have little sayings that we can say to ourselves throughout the day. You know, kind of like athletes, they say, "Just do it." And if you've ever seen The Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa, they said, "Hakuna Matata." But I just say it's a great day to be alive. Now, growing up, my grandmother, she had a different saying. And something you'll find out about me tonight is I spent a number of years in foster care, or in a foster home. And it was my grandmother that went to court and fought and fought and fought until they gave her full custody of me. So my grandmother became my first hero. Thank you. But every day, my grandmother would wake up on the couch where she slept. And as soon as her feet hit the floor where I slept, she'd say the exact same thing every single morning. And if you can finish any of these sentences, please do. But she would wake up and she would say, "Now, Lord, I just want to thank you for waking me up this morning." Then she'd say, "In my right mind." That's right. Then she'd go on to say, she'd say, "Now, Lord, I know you didn't even have to do it, but you did it anyway." That's right. Some of you sound like you may have known my grandma, Miss Jewel Howe from Texas. But as a little boy growing up, I didn't understand what she meant by her right mind. I turned 43 this year, and I understand. I know I'm not the only one that has gotten up off the couch, walked into a room to get something, and forgotten what I went in there to get. Sounds like some of you are losing your right mind too. But what I also understand is that what my grandmother was thanking her higher power for each and every day was for the opportunity that she'd been given. And she never missed an opportunity to tell anyone that would listen, especially me, that I should do the same. But she did it in her own unique way. Growing up, my grandmother never used an alarm clock. And this is something, I have 4 children, 3 daughters, and they're teenagers. But not having an alarm clock is something that they really didn't understand. And because they're teenagers, those of you that have teenagers, you know that once they become teenagers, they become smarter than us. So my daughters would ask, "How come you just didn't use your cell phone?" And my answer was, because I didn't have a cell phone, I had a rotary phone. But every morning, my grandmother would wake up at 4:15. And at 4:16, her feet would hit the floor, usually right in front of my face. And that's what would wake me up. But I would lay there and I would pretend like I was still asleep because me and 415 really didn't get along. And some days I just didn't want to go to school. But Grandma would look at the back of my head. I could feel her staring at me. And then finally she would say, "Now, sugar, Grandmama know you ain't asleep. You just supposed to go on and get on up and get ready for school." And my grandmother was known for saying things that would kind of make you a little angry because they made so much sense and you couldn't argue with her. Parents, you know, there's things that when you become parents, you start to say to your own kids. Like my grandmother would say, "Now, son, you knew when you laid down there last night that you had to get up this morning. I don't know why every single morning you lay there and act surprised. You ought to be thankful that the Lord saw fit to wake you up this in your right mind." Now, I can remember laying there on that floor thinking to myself, "Now, Granny, I don't think anyone wakes up at 4:15 in their right mind, especially without an alarm clock." Now, I want you to notice that I said I remember thinking that. Never said it. Some of you know what would have happened if I had said that to my grandma. You'd have a different speaker here tonight. My grandma was born in 1920 in Texas. She didn't play that. But what my grandmother was encouraging me to do was simply to be grateful for the opportunity. In spite of all that I had been through in my life, she just wanted to make sure that I understood the opportunity that I've been given. That's what I want to talk about briefly, is opportunity, because I believe that that's part of the reason why we're here. Tonight we have the opportunity to become a part of the Tennyson Center family. And from that video, I know that many of you already are and have been for a long time. I guess I'm the new kid. But tonight, I feel we have the opportunity to indirectly or directly become a part of the success of a young life. And here's what I've known, what I've learned. It's because of many of you here tonight that I know much of the success of the Tennyson Center is owed. It's because of people like you that get up and go to work every day, employees that get up and do a job that a lot of people can't do. People that go to work for the outcome and not the income. It's because of individuals like you that are here tonight that give and volunteer and don't expect anything in return. It's because of people like you that much of my success is owed.